So I'm sure you've heard that old proverb, if you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. If you teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime. Well, the same, of course, goes for a woman. An organization called Global Goods Partners is teaching women in the developing world how to translate their skills as artisans into money to support themselves, their families, and their communities. Please welcome the co-founder of Global Goods Partners, Shimony. Hi, Catherine.
Hi.
Okay. I'm so glad that we can tell people about your organization because I think it is a genius idea. How did it come about? How did you decide to do this?
So my co-founder, Joan Schifrin, and I, we actually worked in the field of international development. And it was during our travels and meeting with women's groups, we'd always receive a beautiful handcrafted product. And we soon learned that women were unable to make a viable income because they didn't have access to a market. So the idea was we can easily bring the U.S. customer to women artisans around the globe.
Which is fantastic, and not just the U.S. consumer, but consumers all over the world can now have access to these beautiful handmade products, and then the money from the sale of these products all goes back into the community. So it's just this genius form of microfinancing, if you will, right? In fact, Catherine brought some of the products that she sells or that Global Goods Partners sells on the site. And tell me about some of these and where they're from. These beautiful baskets, for example, Catherine.
So these baskets are from Swaziland, and it's an organization working with 700 rural women. Swaziland actually has the highest HIV infection rate in the world. They're amazing weavers and making beautiful products.
It's absolutely gorgeous, and these are pretty reasonably priced, we should add, right?
They are,
like how much would a basket like this cost approximately?
So they're under $100. This tray actually is made out of upcycled material, cotton material, and the grass, the lutinzi grass, which is the local grass that is grown there.
And look at these. This is a little blingy.
Yeah,
who makes these?
So this is a glitter wallet from Cambodia. It's made out of recycled candy wrappers and potato chip bags. It's a fabulous organization working with at-risk youth, former street children, and their mothers. And you know, they're providing a whole host of services, from drop-in centers, medical services, rehabilitation, really, to bring the family together.
Tell me about these.
Sure. These are from Afghanistan, an amazing social enterprise it's actually from Kandahar, one of the most insecure regions of the country, started by a very courageous Afghan woman who fled the country during the height of the Taliban with her family and returned post 9/11. And we just supported a program to provide literacy training and health education to the women.
Really, of all the places in the world that are so devastating for women and girls, Afghanistan has got to be near the top of the list.
Absolutely, and this is a new product. The embroidery actually is to preserve their cultural artistry that the women, it's indigenous of Kandahar.
And finally, we have this great jewelry, which is really cool. Tell us about that.
So this is incredible beaded jewelry from the Maasai women's community in Tanzania. And the woman who started this program comes from the community, and at a very young age was quite ill, and she went to the city to live with her uncle who believed in education. She became a banker and wanted to give back to the community, so she started a women's rights organization and organized the women beaders. And we buy all sorts of traditional products, including a new product that we helped develop that incorporates local materials of the African cloth and the leather that's available and the beads.
And so this really fits with the whole sort of ethnic, tribal look that apparently is very hot. And then tell us about these. These are very cool.
These are felt flowers that are made from Nepal, and it's our best-selling product.
Really?
And formerly trafficked women are the artisans that produce these flowers, including vulnerable women in Kathmandu, Nepal.
I often give people these things for presents and for Christmas gifts because I feel like, you know, it's just a wonderful thing to be able to give someone something beautiful, but to also really help a struggling woman in the process. I mean, what greater gift is there? It's a real twofer, right, Catherine?
It's a twofer. You're fighting poverty and promoting gender equality and social justice.
And those are all good things to do. And If you want to get more information on all these products and many more, you can also look at Goodies That Do Good on my Pinterest board. So you can check that out and go to pinterest.com/Katie Couric, and you can go to your website, which is globalgoodspartners.org. And you can see a lot more beautiful items made by hardworking and deserving women. Catherine, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.